familiar. Who are you?
I'm me. Who are you?
I'm Aphrodite from
Hello, Aphrodite.
Aphrodite Designer Direct. I'm the damaged one on the strip here.
That's a very long strip. There must be some others.
Well, no, I'm the only one.
Are
Really.
you?
I'm quite famous. Yeah.
You're famous Aphrodite?
Yes.
That's
Goddess.
Greek goddess.
Yeah. Of love, but I'm too old to say that now, so I've got to change my name.
No. Who's that for? What's
Me.
it
I've got no one else in my life, so I've got to buy my flowers for myself.
You buy your own flowers. They're nice flowers.
Thank you.
You're very kind to yourself.
Yes, I am. You have to be.
Yes. So what are you doing this evening?
Just going to go out with some friends for dinner because I haven't had any better offers. Hello out there, Australia.
Yes.
I'm gorgeous, fabulous, clever and witty.
And talented.
Single. Anything else you want? And I've got great abs. Great abs for an old bag.
You do?
Yeah.
You're not that old. Are you worried about your age?
No, I'm not worried, but I am an old bag. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We can't hide our age.
Oh,
I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Can I go now? I'm tired and hungry.
Tell us why there isn't a man in your life.
You're not hooked up. I don't see any lights. Why isn't? Oh, I've got rid of 3. I've had 3 husbands, 3 Americans.
But they're all Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I'm on my own now. Fabulous.
Is it? Well, you don't want to be.
Yeah, like for a while, it's a good breather.
For a little while.
It's nice to have a lover now and then.
Yes, yes.
But no one to tell me what to do.
Of course.
No control freaks.
Why were they
like
all
me.
Americans? Accidental?
I lived there for a while, yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Now that you're here, it could be an Australian.
I'm open to anybody. That's nice, and not a control freak.
And what is your business here? Is it ladies' clothing
Fashion,
design?
yeah.
Fashion design. These are yours?
Oh dear. No, none of them are. I'm a terrible example of my own fashion industry, aren't I? See, I was a depressed housewife.
But
when I'm Prozac and opened a business, I'm successful now. Everybody's looking at it, wondering why I'm being interviewed.
Because
we're from SBS, I believe, and we're going around Australia interviewing fabulous, bubbly, vivacious, outgoing people,
That's right.
of whom I am one.
That's correct, exactly.
Thank you.
You're going to have a lovely evening?
I hope so. I'm only going out with some bags. Oh, I shouldn't say them on TV.
They're good
Can
friends.
we write that out? Can
They're
we
good
have
friends.
take 2?
You didn't mean that
look,
offensively,
no,
obviously.
I have 3 gay brothers and they're just fabulous.
They're your brothers?
No, I'm not going out with them tonight.
No.
But gay people are gorgeous. I love you. I'm being interviewed, can't you see? I can't stop the interview. What else do you want to know?
Well, I just wanted to know about if you had any children.
Yes, I have an 18-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. Thanks, darling. Yes. That's my brother's new shop, Ed Miss in the Maya Centre. I might as well plug his shop.
You're all in fashion, so you have 2 children?
Yes.
What age were they?
18-year-old daughter,
Yes.
Deanna. Hi, Deanna, if you're watching Mummy's show. And Jonathan, who's 13.
It's Mummy's show now, is it?
Yeah, well, I've been on long enough. Will you hurry up? I'm
All
getting
right.
tired.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
after that.
Where are you going now?
Well, we're going to find somebody else.
Okay, you're not taking me out for dinner.
Well, would you like us to take you out to dinner?
Yeah, at least you're straight, aren't you? Take that out too.
Are you on your own? Can we join you?
Yeah, please. We're going to turn the music down inside. Turn the music down.
Well, my name's Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
And your name is?
Red.
Red.
Yeah.
You thought about that for a minute?
Yeah. I'm circumspect about identifying myself.
Oh, I see. Okay. You don't mind talking to us?
No?
No. Can you tell us a little bit about this morning and why you're sitting here alone drinking water?
Oh, my wife was annoying me, so I came to my regular to have a coffee.
Where's the coffee?
I've drunk the coffee. There's another one coming, I
Oh, I
hope.
see. Does coffee calm you?
No, quite the opposite.
So you're going to go back and continue the fight?
No, I don't think so. It's I'm just focusing myself for the rest of the day.
Any plans for the rest of the day?
I'm working.
What do you do?
I work in television.
Doing what?
On a comedy program. I suppose it's a variety program.
Is that a lifelong career?
I don't think anything in television is a lifelong career. Unless you're behind the camera.
Oh, I see.
He's got a
He's
life
all
on.
right.
Yeah.
Are you happy to tell us what it was that was annoying you at home?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Major thing, small thing?
Ah, trivia, always.
Yes. The state of your socks?
No, well, it's always contentious, but no, domestic arguments are usually, what you actually fight about is some trivial tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
Rather than the more deep-seated problem, shall we say. But I love my wife.
Are you a controlled sort of person?
Controlled?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
And you will always stay that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an example. My wife's Greek, and with Mediterranean people, they more happily express their anger. And
their joy?
Yeah. And 5 minutes later, they're over it. Whereas we Anglos are a much sterner breed.
Yes.
When we get angry, we stay angry for days.
Yes.
And we don't let anybody know.
Well, what are the things that you really like in life? What things that you enjoy? Is your work something that you enjoy?
Yes, I'd have to say that it's the easiest job in the world.
The easiest?
Oh, yeah.
For you?
I suppose that's true, yeah. I like making music, but it's very difficult to do nowadays because it's not an occupation that is as encouraged as it once was.
So work and life, are they separate? You know, is the home separated from work?
My home is my home, and my work is my work, yeah.
But are you a different person at home to what you're at work?
There are several schools of thought on that one, actually.
Right.
The work I do, like all of us, the work I do is what recommends me to the job is the qualities I bring to it, which exist in me at home as well as at work.
What is your wife's name?
Ellie.
Ellie. And Ellie treasures those qualities.
Not always.
How did she meet you, or you meet her?
It's not something where either of us are proud of. We met in a bar.
That's all right. I met my wife in a bar. It's perfectly all right.
We were both going to see a band, but essentially for professional reasons. I had a friend who was working in the band, and she was with some friends who were involved in a music company. So we both had a good excuse for being there. We weren't just like looking to pick up, but we did.
How exactly?
She trod on my toe by accident, and I thought, that's the kind of woman I want. And she's been doing it ever since.
And what was the first thing that appealed to you about her? Her looks, perhaps?
That's a typical male response, and yes, it's true. She looks a bit like Audrey Hepburn. I'll tell you who she looks like. That woman in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Thank you, Andrew. That'll be all.
Is that for me? Oh, thank you very much. Good on you. Thanks.
Kristen Scott Thomas is who my wife looks like.
Does she?
Yeah.
But at the time you didn't make that connection?
No, because nobody knew who Kristen Scott Thomas was then.
Including you? Yeah. And any children?
I have 2 boys, 6 and 4.
Did that stop Ellie working, or is she still working?
My wife is in the difficult position of actually wanting to be at home with the children, which is a very unpopular pastime nowadays. I sympathise with her. I think it's difficult for women nowadays because they're all expected to be super women and so forth, and she's quite happy to look after the children. Our society doesn't reward women for doing that.
Yes.
In some ways, they're looked down upon for doing that.
Yeah. Did you ever consider changing roles?
Well, I have a lot of free time, so I do often do those sort of things. I mean, I think it's interesting. I'm often home 5 days a week, 5 or 6 days a week, and I do as much child rearing as she does in a lot of ways. And I've often wondered whether that means that in Freudian terms they won't ever have an Oedipal stage where they want to kill their father and sleep with their mother, because I'm always there.
But it's just a passing thought.
Yeah.
You were saying you came here to focus on what? On yourself?
Not having a fight with my wife.
doing interviews.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe it. I walked past you because I watched Front Up.
Yeah?
I walked past you and I was like, oh my god, that's the guy.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. What's your name?
My name's Jessamine.
Jessamine, startled.
Yeah. I was just, I went down to Hindley Tattoo to look at designs because I want to get a tattoo.
Do you?
I want to design my own because
Yeah.
they're all like, I don't like, all skulls and naked ladies and, you know,
Okay.
I want a good Celtic tattoo
A Celtic tattoo?
because my family's from Scotland.
Right. Have you got is there a family
Yeah.
crest or something?
Well, there's heaps of them because we haven't traced them back properly.
Yeah.
So we know that there are families that we are related to, like that have crests, but like we went in the Scottish shop or something. There's a Celtic shop in Maya,
Yes.
I think, and Mum was showing me all the crests, but can't remember.
So you were like something like that?
Mm.
Where?
On my body.
Yes.
I don't know, probably on my back because I don't want it highly visible.
Right, so maybe your shoulders?
Yeah,
Shoulder
probably
blade?
shoulders or
Yes.
somewhere on my back or sort of, you know, from here to here, sort of like where
But
people
visible
can't
in the
see it.
bikini?
Yeah. Visible to my boyfriend,
What's your boyfriend's name?
Adrian.
Adrian. That's a good name.
Yeah, it is. It is a good name.
Where is he from?
He's born here, but his family are French and English.
How did you meet Adrian?
I met him waiting for a friend who never turns up for anything.
Mhm.
So
And Adrian did?
Adrian did, yeah, and he came up and started talking to me, and it just clicked.
Where was this?
Outside the coffee pot.
Ah,
I practically lived there.
right.
but,
And you were
um,
standing outside and he just came up and started talking to you?
He just came up and said, "Are you Jessie?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Are you waiting for Rebecca?" And I said, "Yes." And then, like, we waited for another half hour. She didn't turn up, so we went and saw a band.
What was the first indication that you were going to be romantically involved with each other?
I don't know. When I'm with him, I feel totally comfortable.
Mhm.
I don't have to pretend to be anyone. It's
Mm-hmm.
no acting involved at all. I can be stupid. I can be serious. I can do whatever I want, you know, and he'll accept me for who I am, you know. Plus, he's a guitarist and I'm a singer, so that was a bit of a good thing as well, you know. And we've been writing music together now for about 4 or 5 months, so as well as having a relationship. I knew he had the hots for me. I knew.
Oh, you knew that?
I knew, because he kept saying things like, "You're gorgeous" and things like that. So that's a pretty good indication.
Yeah.
But
And then what, did he kiss you? Did he?
no. He's too nice for that. He's a gentleman. One of the last couple of ones left probably. But I don't know. It was just all of a sudden it just grew on me, and I was sitting there debating with myself. You know, do I risk ruining this or do I go for it? I thought, stuff it. You only get one life. Go for it. And I asked him out, and it just has flown from there. He's lovely. He's intelligent. He's charismatic. He's attractive. He's artistic. He's me, but male. I reckon.
Apart from Adrian, who can we suspect he's your best friend?
Yeah. Him and my friend Jade. So, yeah. Jade,
Jade.
as in the stone, the
Yes.
precious stone, yeah.
That's a boy.
Nah, it's a girl.
A girl.
Very much a
Right.
girl.
So the two of them are your best friends. Jade,
Yeah.
have you known Jade for longer than
I've
Adrian?
known her since I was in year 8, so it's about 6 years.
And you've
So-
been really good friends.
Yeah, for the last 2 years we have been.
Yes?
Yeah, we've been through everything together, through thick and thin.
Yes? Does she have a boyfriend?
Yeah, she does.
Do you like him?
He's a nice boy. But he doesn't like me. So.
He doesn't.
No.
Do you know why?
He's a Gemini and I'm a Leo. And he's I don't know, we're just not on the same wavelength, and I don't know, I have a tendency to be outrageous and he doesn't like it.
Right.
No, he finds it embarrassing.
What do you want to do?
I want
Work-wise?
Well, at the moment I'm just going from job to job, just collecting money. But I want to be a professional singer. I'm learning guitar at the moment. That's my greatest ambition. I mean, I'll do anything to get there.
And what sort of material do you want to sing?
Well, I don't know. The stuff that me and Adrian write is probably, what we write is probably, it's very 70s influence, kind of Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, kind of, you know, mixed in with a bit of folk, which is my influence because I grew up with Bob Dylan, you know. So, well, not personally,
Well,
but you know, Bob Dylan.
After Bob Dylan, I think.
Yeah, certainly. But you know, my mother kept me on a good diet of good old folk music. You know, Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, Joni Mitchell. You know, and later on in life, I've discovered Patti Smith, who I sound exactly the same as. So, I'm pretty impressed with that.
You talked about your mum. What about your dad?
My dad lives in Queensland. I've never met him.
Never?
Never.
When did he leave? He must have left...
Before I was born.
Well, obviously.
Just couldn't take it.
Yeah? And your mum hasn't met anyone else?
Yeah, she's got a nice boyfriend. Well, she's had him for 11 years, so obviously he's nice, but yeah, he's really helpful, like for her. Yeah. And sometimes for me and my brother. Yes. And he's been really good to us. Yeah.
Do you feel that you've missed out on having a dad, not having a dad?
Every so often, every 5, 6 years or whatever, I get a bit teary about it, but I mean, you can't dwell on it. It's like, you know.
Have you ever been in touch?
No. When I was about 10, he wrote a letter to my mum saying he wanted to see me, but he never turned up. So, yeah.
Talk to us.
Margot's my friend from work who I work with at Boral.
Hi, Margot. and your name is?
Carmel.
Carmel.
Never missed the show, never. Still got plenty of funding for it.
Yeah, this is our 5th series.
Oh,
We're just making
yes.
series. It starts in December. Are you going away for Christmas?
No, probably not.
No, you'll be here?
Yeah, I'll be here working.
Do you have family?
Yes, I've got 3 children. My son's getting married in a fortnight.
Yeah.
I've got a daughter 27 who's travelling overseas next year, and I've got a son 18.
Right, so is this wedding the first one in your children?
Yes.
Exciting?
Oh yeah.
You approve of her?
Oh yeah, she's lovely. I don't want to be on television. I just want to come up and say hello to you.
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Okay,
See you, Carmel.
See you later.
Bye.
What's that?
You're on. Okay.
What would you like to see?
Well, wait a minute. What's your name?
George.
George from where?
From Integrated Technology,
no,
and if you have any work you want done, from Canada.
From what part of Canada?
Toronto, outside of Toronto. The ugly part. Flat concrete jungle, but it's nicer a little farther north.
Yeah, but you came to Tamworth.
We did.
As a family?
Well, we came to Australia as a family. There's only 3 reasons for changing countries.
Yeah.
Right? There's love, money, or the law. So what can I say? My pumpkin's Australian. And she's 8.5 months pregnant, I might add. Yeah. The landing gear is down. Yeah. All systems are go.
But you came with her from Canada?
I did, yeah. Well, I met her over here in Australia while I was traveling. And
tell me the story about that. That's obviously what got you here.
She picked me up in a bar.
Where?
Early Beach.
How long ago was that?
That would have been about 5 years ago now.
Right?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
And
lovely girl.
Yeah. What's her name?
Coralie.
Coralie.
Yeah, Coralie.
Was she a local at Ailey?
No, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
She was sent up there to do her country service in the lovely town of Ravenshoe, or the Big Shoe, which is no longer so big, I understand.
And there you were traveling as a young, innocent bachelor.
A young, innocent bachelor, and she came over to me and
she said, would you like a drink? Just like that.
Well, is this part going to be on TV? Something like that.
Yeah. Well, you can tell us more.
Yeah. No, she's a lovely girl. Yeah. She's a lovely girl. She got me drunk on Canadian Club, took advantage of me.
Was this because she knew you were Canadian, that you were drinking Canadian Club?
Yeah, that's it.
It was sort of little patriotic gesture.
Well, it's good. It's a good drop. And if you don't mind, I'll tell you what, we can all go in and I'll sample some for you. Right there, we'll pour some of the amber nectar from the gods.
Yep. How long did you stay in Australia?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me something else. Well, I stayed in Australia for...
You can answer any question that you
We
like
stayed in Australia for a couple of weeks, and then...
and then you were heading back to...
Well, we did a little more travel. We took a while to get home, and...
what do you mean we? Now, suddenly it was we.
Well, actually, I was by myself, but
Yeah.
by the time I got home, there was a few little love letters there from Pumpkin, and she came out and visited me, and she was in Canada for a few years. And then after that, we packed up there and we traveled.
Did you get married
for a
in
year.
Canada?
We got married both. We actually we got married in Canada, and we had a great honeymoon. We went whitewater canoeing on the honeymoon, and I took all my friends with me. Yep, it was good. Just me, Pumpkin, and all the boys. And it was a honeymoon to remember.
Whereabouts was the whitewater?
That was actually Northern Ontario. Yep.
Sounds good.
That was good. And then
Was she keen about that? Was she?
About the boys? Well, she likes them all, but not that much. It's true. We had to kick some of them out on the for the inaugural honeymoon tent night, you know.
Yeah.
But as one person pointed out, it is my tent. I said, hey, now are you fellows from Tamworth?
No, we're Sydney based.
Sydney based. Oh, I was going to say, have you been out to see the big guitar?
No, but we're going to. We've only just arrived here.
Oh, because the question is, where do you plug it into?
I don't know.
That's it.
It needs a big plug.
First trip to Tamworth?
Yes, it is.
Ah, lovely, lovely. Very good.
Now, tell me, George, we left you sort of somewhere in the world having got married.
Yes.
And you're only just producing your first offspring now? This is what's due now?
Well, yep, we will admit it. It took us a while to get the gun was always loaded, but with recent changes in the legislation here in Australia, we thought we better start, squeezing off a few rounds, and that was it. Yep. So
you don't know whether it's a boy or a girl?
We don't know what sort of furniture it has, but as I said, the landing gear is down, and it is what it is. So.
Do you have names sorted out yet?
Well, we do actually. Yes, it's going to be Casey. I wanted Casey Jones, but that's not going to happen. So it looks like it's going to be Casey. Boy or girl, it doesn't matter. It's got one name, and that's it.
You've been married a long time now, so...
We've been married for a couple of years. And may I add, Pumpkin, while I'm here working hard in Tamworth, what about those new washers on the taps at home? Is that something else or what?
Yeah. Tell us about your family back there. Are they still back there?
Yes. Actually, I've got a mother there. She's Irish, and she's back there. Yep. And typical Irish person, always wanting to go back to Ireland. I'm going to move back there someday, you know.
And the father?
Well, the father's dead. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. That's all right.
When you were little?
Yes, true. Yeah.
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 Was it an accident or an illness? Or?
It was illness. Yeah, he died when I was 10. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about Coralie. What was she working before she stopped working? What was she doing?
Teacher.
Oh yes,
Teachers,
tell me what sort of teacher? What?
Early childhood. Early childhood.
Does she plan to go back?
Yep. Actually, she's yes, she is. She's applied for a job with the Queensland Department of Education. She has a master's degree in early childhood and literacy. As you may have heard on the news lately, there's problems, I guess, with
lack of literacy.
Lack of literacy.
She could help in that regard.
She is. Coralie is the lady for the job. That's right. Get Australia reading.
About her.
That's it.
You know, I mean, you said she's
and spelling
lovely.
properly too. Yes.
But
yes.
how? I mean, lovely.
Well, Pumpkin.
What sort of person is she?
She's a lovely person. The name Pumpkin arose from the size of her cha-chas. We affectionately refer to her as Pumpkin Chest. Yes. Yes.
That's
very
not
true.
her personality, George.
Well, if brains are plentiful, she has lots of them. She's beautiful, and what can I say?
After Casey, you plan to have any more? Casey 2, Casey 3?
Well, yeah, the next, yeah, we do actually. Yeah. We were going to have Cassidy next.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got
already
Casey
on the drawing
and Cassidy.
board.
Yeah, see, the C's are very important, very important. Yeah.
Any reason for that?
Coralie, Casey.
You just
had a good dog at the Canada the Sea one time. I like that.
Any pets now? Do you have any pets?
We do. We have Paris the Wonder Dog. She's a lovely dog. She's a long-haired German Shepherd. She's the supermodel of all dogs. Doesn't have a brain in her head, and as a matter of fact, when it rains out, you actually have to put your hand over her muzzle to keep her from drowning when she looks up at the sky. She's not too swift, but she's a cute little girl. Yeah. It's another one. Yes. Yeah. It's definitely a girl. She's only got 5 nipples. She used to have 6, but from rubbing on her stomach too much, I think we wore one away.
George, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, and you're doing a good job there. Hello.